Okay, guys, it's time to come up with just a really interesting question for everyone. Okay, here's the question for you, parent. What
Yes.
is the more popular game on YouTube in 2020? I see you have a very inquisitive face. What is the more popular game on YouTube in 2020? Call of Duty Warzone or Garena Free Fire, the mobile game? Which one is more popular on YouTube?
I mean, mobile games suck. Nobody plays mobile games. It's clearly Call of Duty because everyone's playing Call of Duty, right? Right. I'm right. Right.
The data
Right?
says, uh-oh, look at that red line. That's Free Fire. Look at that blue line. That is Call of Duty Warzone. Warzone, get wrecked.
So we're looking at Google Trends. As always, Google Trends is your friend. And we've pulled up search interest worldwide in the past 12 months. And we're looking specifically at YouTube search. We got this from our article yesterday by the head of gaming on YouTube, Ryan Wyatt, head of global gaming. And in this report, they listed the top overall games. And one of the ones on the list was Free Fire. So we're like, Call of Duty is not on this list. I wonder what's going on. So if you look at it a little bit more, we can see Google Trends tells you everything that you want to know. Worldwide, Free Fire has been trending up and up and up. And Call of Duty Warzone really has not done much at all. It's really just stayed flat and has actually even slowly declined over time in search interest. So this mobile game is clearly, these are both battle royales, by the way. One's mobile, one's PC. Mobile is clearly more accessible worldwide and has more interest coming into it worldwide. If you were to separate down by US, though, this is probably what most of your experience is if you're watching, or where I got in the beginning, why I said it's got to be Call of Duty, right? Because from my perspective, being in the United States, everyone's all about Call of Duty here. And you can see why the search interest for Call of Duty is higher in the US. But worldwide, Free Fire is just more accessible. It's just more accessible, and which means more people are interested in watching content on YouTube about it. And now it's one of the top 5 games in 2020 in terms of viewership on the platform. What's your take on this, AWOL?
This is really interesting. We're going to go over all 5 of the top 5 games, go over the numbers from them, and this is data directly from YouTube and Google to inform you about the big gaming trends that are coming up in 2021. And we've been talking about it a lot on the podcast recently, how not only is all of the revenue in the gaming industry moving toward mobile, but also now the viewership is starting to move toward mobile, not just on Facebook gaming. People are like, positioning it as Facebook gaming is the mobile gaming platform, and that's it. No, YouTube now has a top 5 game on there that is a mobile game, and a top 10 game list would probably have multiple other mobile games on it as well. Mobile gaming is the future, not only of the gaming industry, but of the gaming creator industry. It's not just our opinion, it's literally facts that we're going to roll out today, and that's the main thing I want you guys to really keep in mind. You guys need to get your head out of the console and PC bubble if you want to be a part of the future of this industry and a future of content creation. One other fact I'm going to drop on you, and then we're going to go look at the top 5 most watched games list and look at the other titles there too. Major companies like Blizzard Entertainment, for example, have announced at previous BlizzCons, not this year, but the previous year, that they are developing 2 mobile games for every franchise that they have right now. 2 Overwatch games, 2 StarCraft games, 2 Warcraft games, 2 Hearthstone games, 2 Diablo games, mobile games. A total of 8 to 10 mobile games are in development right now at Blizzard Entertainment. Blizzard and these other developers look at the numbers. They look at the industry reports that we're looking at right now, and they know that's where the money is. That's where the future is. And so you have to follow the money if you want to become a full-time gaming content creator. Because if you're trying to cover games that don't have a big marketing budget, if you're trying to cover games that don't have a AAA development budget, if you're trying to cover games that don't have big support over time, big updates, big DLC, then you aren't going to be covering a game that has a long life cycle and that you can actually build an audience off of. You know what I'm saying, Perrin?
And following the money makes sense, especially as a creator, when your job will literally be making money off of the industry through advertising revenue and through the viewers of that type of content. So it makes sense that your audience would be larger, and there would be more money in mobile gaming where there's more viewers around the world. Also, you have a more diverse audience as well, instead of just targeting the United States, which has a very, very competitive viewership that a lot of creators already have mopped up. So you want to be competitive and you want to be planning for success in the future. You need to be looking at these reports that come out every year, the total top global games of 2020 for YouTube, for Twitch, for Facebook gaming. You want to know this stuff because you want to see how these change over a year and try to get ahead of the curve, ahead of the game, so you know what's coming and you can be really, really well positioned to leverage any sort of opportunity that might show up there. So
agreed. Hit us with the report, man, because there's some people may be surprised here. I was surprised. Still, Minecraft at #1, but it's not just like a barely can buy #1. It is a mega ultra super #1 still, like 10 years later at this point, in terms of YouTube views. These are facts. Your super mature adult games are not popular. Like there is only one super mature adult game on this list, Grand Theft Auto 5. The other 4 are way more everyone friendly. And we could even say family friendly in the case of Minecraft, Roblox, and Fortnite. So this is something to keep in mind, is that very mature adult rated R games just do not reach that super high level of popularity.
Yeah, and so I know sometimes we talk about going niche and finding your niche, but it's also really, really important to understand where the mega viewership is and where the major audiences is, because you can go niche within Minecraft. You can go niche within Roblox. So Minecraft being at 201 billion views in 2020, if you would have told me that back in 2015, I'd be like, hell no. Yeah, right.
So crazy, dude. Like, no way.
This game is over a decade old. It came out in 2009. And here we are in 2020 and still, it's not even top viewership. It's like eclipsing everything else under it. But it makes sense if you think about it, because there's a lot of kids who've now got, it's been a decade, it's been 10 years, who've kind of grown up on Minecraft, who have become creators themselves, who, even though they might play other games, they'll always have Minecraft to go back to because they grew up on it. And it's become what we like to call an ever trend. Minecraft will never go away at this point. It's going to be like Pokemon. It's going to be like Zelda. It's like all these other trends that exist forever. Minecraft will always be around and it'll always have prime viewership. Maybe not always 201 billion views versus 75 billion, but it's always going to be really, really high up here. So if you have a way of carving out a niche in Minecraft, that's almost always a good option, because look at its longevity. It's been top or close to top for over a decade. It's just a strong pick, and it's not leaving anytime soon. I don't see how it would leave anytime soon.
I agree. So I'm going to do a rant here on why games like this are super big and what the attributes of big games are on YouTube, so you guys can help ID other games. This report we're sharing with you guys, if you don't mind pulling up Google Trends for Minecraft and these other titles so we can compare them while I'm doing this, that'd be great. But here's how you guys can ID the games that are going to have huge watch time on YouTube moving forward. Here are the key attributes of these games, like Minecraft, Roblox, Grand Theft Auto 5, all the games on this list we're covering today. Key attribute #1, just overall, if you only remember one thing about this, these games need to have an unlimited content production potential in whatever form that takes. So the game needs to have an unlimited number of possibilities for video creation. Minecraft, as you know, is a game that's based around creating your own world, creating machines, creating scenarios, modding it, it's basically, the most creative and the most freedom any game has ever provided creators in the past. That's one of the primary reasons why it's the #1 game on the list. The #2 game on the list, Roblox, is basically the exact same thing, and it's an entire platform based on sharing creations with others. Unlimited content, okay? Now, the #3 game on this list is Garena Free Fire, and Free Fire PvP games also have an unlimited amount of content in them, because PvP games, those interactions between players are different every single match. And so that gives you an unlimited number of things to see and do. No two situations are the same. And then if we look at Grand Theft Auto 5, not only does it have modding, not only does it have online, not only does it have PvP, it also has this $100 million marketing budget over time, and unlimited DLCs and updates. That gives an unlimited amount of content for creators to use, for streamers to use, that has kept that game alive over time. And then what was number 5? Oh yeah, and Fortnite. And Fortnite knew this about their competitors, and here's all the trend lines, and here's Google Trends. Fortnite knew this about their competitors. They moved away from being a PvE game to being a PvP game with creation tools and modding on board so that there could be an unlimited amount of content behind the game. So the thing that you need to take and keep in mind here is, if you want to if you're a creator, if you're somebody thinking about what's going to be the big game on YouTube, it needs to have unlimited content potential, and it needs to have a massive, massive, massive marketing budget behind it. And how does the unlimited content potential happen? Modding, things like creator modes, PvP, and DLC and updates, okay? Those are the attributes, those are the common attributes of the games that you see on your screen right now. Here are the literal numbers on how they're trending over time. And interestingly, Minecraft is not completely crushing all of these games in the last 12 months, according to search. That's a really interesting thing to see here. So break down these numbers for us and show us which lines are which, so everybody understands how they're trending over time with the top 5 games, Perrin.
Yeah, so that's an important differentiation here. This is search interest compared to, this article that we're showing you. This is the viewership this is the viewership total of 2020. So these are two different numbers, technically speaking, which is why you see Garena Free Fire actually topping out Minecraft in terms of search interest worldwide in the past 12 months, which means more people are searching Garena Free Fire, but more users are watching Minecraft content. So think about this for a second. They're searching less, they're just watching it, which means they already have found their creator. They've already found the content. They're already getting fed content through YouTube's algorithm where they don't have to search. They're just consuming it on the platform. So this shows you how there's so many views between these two charts. It shows you and tells you how there's so many views on Minecraft, but how little kind of wiggle room there is for someone new to enter, because all the views, I would say more than a half of those 100 billion are already eaten up by current creators with Minecraft. So keep that in mind, looking for search interest versus just the views. There has to still be people looking for someone out there. And Free Fire is actually more lucrative then, I would say, based off of this data and this info, looking at Google Trends. Fortnite is then kind of sitting there at number 3, and Fortnite's interesting. You can see the marketing power with these spikes, these spike trends in the past year or so, which were big marketing events that they would do in the game itself. And I guarantee you that's what those spikes are. And then Fortnite and Grand Theft Auto are sitting at about the same level right now, at least, both trailing at the bottom of these top 5. It looks like Roblox, I'm sorry, I said Fortnite and Grand Theft Auto. I mean Grand Theft Auto and Roblox. It looks like Roblox has the least search interest of the 5. I think that's primarily because it is more of a kids game and is primarily kids search. I'm not sure if it's translating to older demographics as well. I think that's something that we have yet to see play out. So it has a little bit less longevity than probably the rest of the trends, but that just is a testament to show you how much young kids on YouTube are looking up Roblox. It's a huge interest for them. So that would be another key thing about all of these titles, I would say, is that they're accessible by younger audiences. Free Fire is accessible, Minecraft's very accessible, Roblox accessible, Fortnite definitely appealing to younger demographic. The only one that kind of stands out there is Grand Theft Auto, but I would argue that it is, because I was also a kid myself, and Grand Theft Auto was super appealing even when you're really, really young, because of so many reasons.
Because of violence. Violence is awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.